Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to take a look at the movie Uncharted. If you're ready, let's begin. The film opens with Nathan Drake hanging outside a plane entangled in falling cargo. He tries to climb back inside, avoiding the men and the fallen cargo. Just as he was about to reach the top, a car that fell off the ramp hit him. A hand reaches out to catch Nate as he falls. Let's flash back to Boston 15 years ago. Nate and his older brother Sam break into a museum to steal the original map of Ferdinand Magellan's expedition, which legend has it was Magellan's entire journey to find hidden gold. The brothers are caught by security, and since this is Sam's third attack, the orphanage where both boys are based kicks Sam out, forcing him to stay elsewhere, away from Nate. Nate goes to their room and catches Sam sneaking out to be on his own, but he promises his little brother he'll come back for him. Sam leaves him a ring that belonged to their ancestor, Francis Drake, with the inscription Sic Parvis Magna. Present day, Nate works as a bartender. He serves a smug, rich girl and takes the opportunity to slip her bracelet without her noticing. Nate is being observed by a gold digger named Victor Sully Sullivan. He offers Nate the chance to work together, but Nate declines. He soon realizes that Sully took the bracelet from him and left him his business card. Nate goes to Sully's office to retrieve the bracelet, but then encounters other artifacts in Sully's possession. Among these is the same map that he and Sam were trying to get. Sully reveals that he worked with Sam and knows that Nate is his brother. They discuss Magellan's voyage and how it was financed by the Moncada family, who are responsible for various atrocities throughout history. Sam had helped Sully steal Juan Sebastian Elcano's diary and provided clues that would lead them to Magellan's fortune. Nate is initially reluctant to help Sully finish any business he and Sam start, but Nate looks at the postcards Sam has sent him over the years and soon changes his mind and calls Sully. Sully tells Nate that they must retrieve the Golden Cross, one of the two keys needed to find Magellan's gold. He has the first one, and the second one is being sold at auction in a museum. Sully knows Santiago Moncada will try to buy the cross because he feels it is his right. While the duo prepares for the heist, Nate digs into Sully's past to find out who he's working with. The two go to the auction, where Sully becomes uneasy when he sees a woman named Jo Braddock. She knows him as a mercenary and has had disagreements with him in the past. Braddock approaches Sully, showing that he knows Sully is there for the cross too. Nate prepares to turn off the power as the auction begins, but is caught by Moncada's burly Scottish butler. Sully has to buy time by trying to outbid Moncada even though he knows he has no money. Escaping from the Scotsman and another bandit, Nate ends up hanging from the chandelier and causing mayhem, causing a distraction. Sully grabs the cross and runs out, but is almost stopped by Braddock until the other guards arrive and treat them violently. Nate escapes from the other security guards and gets into Sully's car to leave together. Nate and Sully retrieve the cross and travel to Barcelona to meet Sully's partner, Chloe Fraser, who is in possession of the second cross. He doesn't trust Nate to be there with Sully, but moments later he proves his own untrustworthiness by slipping the cross in Nate's bag. Nate and Sully chase after Chloe, but although Chloe nearly escapes, Nate reminds her that she doesn't actually know where to find the treasure without their help. Based on the clues Nate examined in the diary, he thinks they should start by going to a church called Santa Maria del Pi. As they spend the night in a hotel room, Chloe brings up something Sully didn't tell Nate about Sam. At the Moncada Foundation headquarters, Moncada is upset to learn that her father Armando will donate the family fortune. She tells Santiago that he is not worthy of inheriting this place. After a final conversation with his father, Moncada has Braddock kill Armando and then use the money to go on his own expedition. Nate, Sully, and Chloe go to the church and find the secret passage underground. They try to open an entrance using the crosses, but accidentally set off a booby trap thanks to Sully misreading the instructions in the journal. Nate and Chloe go down the entrance with one key, leaving Sully with the other. There, Chloe discovers a discovery made by her father. They next go to a nightclub where the passerby is hidden behind the bar. While the Scotsman and another of Braddock's goons find them, Braddock goes after Sully. Nate and Chloe manage to create a distraction and fight off the Scotsman before advancing towards the entrance. Nate and Chloe come across a trap door and use their crosses to try to open it. The room then begins to fill with water, and Sully has to use the other cross to get them out. He's ambushed by Braddock when he finds the other keyhole is behind glass in the wall of a restaurant. Sully fights Braddock and throws him against the window, breaking it and helping free Nate and Chloe before they drown. Once clear, the two find another room where both crosses are needed to unlock the door. Sully throws his cross on the ground. Nate and Chloe find giant pots where they think the gold is hidden. Instead, they are all filled with salt and each one is broken open. Nate finds a map among the salt that shows the treasure is in the Philippines. Unfortunately, Chloe takes this opportunity to trick Nate and get the map for herself. She tells Nate that Sully hid the truth about Sam from him before pistol whipping him unconscious. Sully finds Nate, but when he wakes up, he asks Sully what happened to Sam. Sully admits that he and Sam were ambushed by Braddock, who shot Sam, and Sully had no choice but to run and leave him behind, leading them to believe Braddock killed Sam. Nate angrily walks away from Sully. Braddock meets with Moncada, who reveals that he recruited Chloe as part of his team, and Chloe brings him the map. He is preparing to go to the Philippines with his team. Nate and Sully make up and plan to escape to the plane by hiding in the trunk of Moncada's car. On the plane, Moncada gathers his crew and explains how he feels that Magellan's crew betrayed his family, and that the gold they need to find belongs to the Moncadas. Braddock later betrays Moncada and slits his throat in front of the crew, then takes charge of them. Nate and Sully sneak out, but Nate's pride gets the better of him, and he makes his presence known to confront Braddock about shooting Sam. The henchmen are ejected from the plane as they allow the cargo chutes to open, causing Sully to fly out of the plane with his own parachute. Chloe gets into the car with the map, knocking Nate out, and the two manage to cling to a cargo load with a parachute and land in the ocean. They swim until they reach an island resort. Nate and Chloe get a room and try to look at the map, but find that the map does not pinpoint the treasure's location. While Chloe sleeps, Nate uses one of Sam's postcards and lights a flame underneath to reveal a secret message saying, "Keys are your compass." Nate uses the crosses and finds the exact spot on the map. He writes fake coordinates, knowing Chloe will see them and run away. He does so, and Nate pulls out the correct coordinates. Nate uses a speedboat to get to the location just as Braddock and his goons arrive. Sully finds Nate, who ascends to the cave with 2 intact ships. Gold is also found inside ships. While Nate and Sully help with the treasure, Braddock blows the ships out of the caves because the ships themselves are worth billions of dollars. Sully climbs into one of the helicopters and takes out Braddock's men. He spots him in the other helicopter, and his men begin to attack. Nate and Sully fight the men on the ship and knock them into the ocean. The Scotsman crashes his helicopter and one of the ships into the edge of a giant rock. Braddock pursues Nate and tries to kill him himself. As Nate tries to climb onto the helicopter, Sully is forced to choose between saving him or the gold. Sully throws the bag of gold at Braddock, causing him to fall into the ocean. He pulls Nate up, and the second ship crashes right on top of Braddock, crushing him. Nate and Sully begin to fly away, and Nate reveals that he's hoarded some gold. Knowing they've been tricked, they look down and wave sarcastically at Chloe on the speedboat. The two then fly off together to their next adventure, and the movie ends here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.